We've been talking to Mario's representatives for the past couple of weeks. I don't know the exact date, but it's been at least a couple of weeks, maybe a few weeks. Obviously, those intensified leading up to the final game, final home game, and then into the champ game. And then obviously we got to the details of an offer before the champ game, and obviously I've been communicating with Mario really around the clock since the conclusion of the champ game, and long before that, about our desire to continue the momentum that we had. And we talked several times. We met for an hour this morning, and all I did was express my full gratitude. He put every ounce into this program. He's one of the hardest workers in college football. I appreciated everything he did. I expressed my appreciation. He expressed his appreciation. It was very professional. I totally understand the conflict that he was going through, because that's where he played. That's where he grew up. When he was a GA or an assistant there, I'm sure he dreamed of being the head coach there one day. And here he is several years later with that dream in his lap. But I also know that he struggled and he was torn, because he understands the incredible support, the opportunity that was presented here. And so I get it. I totally get it. We were in the team meeting together, so my focus is on the Oregon doing business the right way. That's my focus. That's our DNA. That's who we are. But again, I totally understand it. That's why we had the open lines of communication. That's why we sat down early this morning together. And I wished him well.
What's being prioritized in the search now? What qualities are being prioritized?
Obviously, we want somebody who shares our value system. The student athlete experience first, absolutely, because that's the priority. That's why we're in this, is to support these student athletes and provide them an exceptional student athlete experience. And then obviously someone who exhibits the leadership traits that can lead a top 10 football program.
Rob, being at Oregon, you've obviously been through this process before of looking for a head coach. What have you learned from your past experiences that you're going to kind of be leaning on when you go through this search?
Well, I've learned that Oregon football is an outstanding program, no doubt, and that my phone's blowing up. There's no shortage of interest, and so for us, it's about finding the right leader. We've got incredible support inside the program, outside the program, and we'll lean on those folks as well. So Oregon football is going to be better than ever. We're going to crank up the search this afternoon. We will find the next great leader of Oregon football. I mean, just look back at the last 10, 12 years. The results speak for themselves. And we have had some turnover, but the success of the program continues. I'm looking for an outstanding leader, and who has the same priorities that we do. And that is student athlete experience, first and foremost. Obviously, we want to compete for Pac-12 championships. We want to compete for CFP spots. That's what this program is built on. So that will continue. And we want somebody, who is committed to supporting that student athlete experience without a doubt. And we're very fortunate here. We have an incredible amount of resources. We, from a facility infrastructure to a great institution, to an incredibly supportive donor base and fan base. We have the best home field advantage in the Pac-12, one of the best in the country. So, we will, and the coaching world understands what a great opportunity this is. So we will use all of those tools and share all of that information with the candidates that we visit with. Obviously, experience does matter. Performance is critically important, no doubt. But, we're going to have a diverse, broad, talented pool. We're not putting any limits on it. This is going to be a national search. And, we're again, the phone's already blowing up with level of interest. So I'm confident we're going to find the next great leader for Oregon football. At the end of the day, this is about a long-term relationship. We are going to find the right person. We'll move as expeditiously as possible, but be centered on finding the right person.